Hello friends, so in today's video we will solve the Leetcode weekly contest problem second, that was largest palindromic number. So in this case we are given a string num containing of digits only, and we have to find out the largest palindromic integer that can be formed using digits taken from n. Okay, num, and it should not contain leading zeros, and we need not use all of the digits of number, right? But you must use at least one digit, means at least one digit needs to be taken, and the digits can be reordered in any way, right? But we need to find the largest palindromic integer that could be formed. Okay, so the first test case is this one, right? 444947137. So let me write that 44494 444947137. Okay, 7 1 3 and 7. Okay, now I need to form a palindromic integer which is the largest using these digits, right? So one of the approaches which we could follow is that, let's say, if the frequency of that element is even, then we can place it at the begin, at the end, right? See, in this case 4 has a frequency of 4, right? So I can place like this. Now 7 again has a frequency of 2, so I can place it like this. Now number 9, number 1, and number 4, number 9, number 1 and number 3 have a single frequency, so I can place 9. Or I could also, what I could do, 4471744, that is also a palindrome. 74473744. So I could get 3 palindromes, right, if I follow this approach, right? Means if my frequency is even, then I would place the digits in the front, one of them in the front, then one back, and then I would try to do that for until the frequency of that number gets 0. Okay, and I can get this, means I can, in the mid string, I could place any of the number which has occurred odd, which has a odd frequency. Okay, so that is the case. So but yeah, we need to find the largest palindromic subsequence. Okay, so that is a very big twist in the problem. Means here these all three are palindromes and all three are valid answer, not a valid answer. Why? Because all three are palindromes but not the largest. So what would be the largest? What is the largest one? So I can place 7 in the begin, 7 in the end. Okay, then I could place 1 4 here, 1 4 here. Again I could place a single 4 here and single 4 here, and yeah, in between I could place 9. So this is the correct answer to this problem. Why? Because this is the largest palindrome which I could form using the digits of this string or number, and there is no other number which is larger than this. Okay, which could be formed which is larger than this number. Okay, now that is the case. Now, so how would we solve that? How would we solve this problem then? So what we could do, we could sort the given input string in descending order, right? So that would what that would mean that all of the characters which are occurring initially would be the biggest ones, right? So that would solve our problem, that we need largest number, right? Largest integer, largest number that can be formed. So if we sort the string in descending order, then we would get the largest number at the first place, right? But again, see, yeah, this case is solved, means we would get the largest number, but we also need to check about the frequencies. Means if a number has an odd frequency, then it could be placed only in the middle, right? Because see, in the palindrome, so this digit and this digit needs to be same, this and this needs to be same, and this digit needs to be once, right, occurring only once. Or it could occur thrice also, right? It could occur if it has an even frequency, then it could be placed in middle. Two of the occurrences could be placed in the side, and one of the occurrences could be placed in the middle of the string, right? So that is the case. And we also need to extensively check for zero cases, right? Means we would not require this. So this is not a valid palindrome. Why? Because there are prefix zeros. So in the second case, the answer is only 9. Why? Because 9 is single digit is a palindrome, but we would not require prefix zeros. Okay, so now how would we solve this? So we could have three, I would say, three parts of strings. One called begin, one called mid, and one called end. Okay, so my begin string would contain, let's say, if a first we would require a frequency map, right? We need how many times that number is occurring, how many times that digit is occurring in our number string, right? Then what we would do, we would simultaneously push, if a number is occurring even number of times, so we would push it here again till its frequency becomes 0, right? If it is occurring even number of times, let's say a number 4 is occurring, yeah, sorry for that, yeah, number 4 is occurring 4 times, then I would push 2 occurrences of 4 in the begin and push 2 occurrences of 4 in the end string. So this is begin string, this is my end string. So I would do similar procedure for all of them, right? So first, what is the approach? We would first sort the string in descending order, okay. Then second, what we would do, we would calculate the frequency of all the elements. Then third, we would simulate the process. So how would we simulate the process, which I will show it in code, yeah. But for, what is the explanation for that? If a number has an odd frequency, okay, if a number has an odd frequency, then we need to find the maximum digit, right? How? Why? See, in the first test case which I showed, so this was the case 7 4 4, here it was blank, 4 4 and 7. Now 1 3 and 9 are the probable candidates which could be placed in this position, right? But since we are requiring the largest, we want to find out the largest integer, we would definitely place 9, right? Because it is lexicographical, or I would say bigger than if I place 1 or 3, right? So I need to maintain a variable called previous and current, for which yeah, means when I write the code it would be more clear to you, but yeah, we need 9, right, in our mid position, or in my mid string, and yeah, what I said, we will divide it into two parts, three parts. Begin, one would be the mid string and one would be the end string, okay. So this way we would simulate the process while iterating towards the number string, okay. So the time complexity would be big O of n. Let me now solve the problem. Means I would code it live, and then we could test it. Yeah. So this is my map of frequency. Okay. So this is my frequency map which I am using. Now I would be requiring three strings: begin, string mid, and string end, okay. Now I have calculated the frequencies, I have initialized three strings. Now what I would do, okay, yeah, see, first thing which we forgot is that we need to sort the num string in descending order. So how would we do that? So I would sort it in ascending order, and then I could reverse the string, right? I hope you are getting that. Means sorting it in ascending order and then reversing it means it is now in descending order, okay. Now I would iterate over my nums string and I would check if my frequency is odd. So this would check if my the frequency of the current character is odd, okay. So what I would do then, and else case would be the frequency is even, right? Now I also told you that we would require the maximum character in the mid. So see, here 9 is there. 1 and 3 could also be placed over in the mid string, but we would take 9, right, because we would require larger answer. So my integer previous would be equal to 0, okay. So now what I would do, my current integer is I minus 0, right? Means I am converting the string character into integer, right, for comparison purpose, right? Now if I found if my current is greater than or equal to previous, what I would do, I would simply in my mid string I would have the current character as my mid, and I would change previous to correct, and I would then subtract the frequency of that character because I have used it once, okay. So this is the case when the frequency of a given character is odd. Now what if the frequency is even? Then as I said, I would push half of the occurrence in the begin string and half of the occurrence in the end string, okay. So while k minus minus, what I would do, begin plus equal to I and end plus equal to I. So that means that now half occurrences are there in the first part and the last part, right? And now my also, yeah, so ma of I, now all of the, since all of the characters are used, my frequency would become 0, correct. So here what we can do for debugging purposes, let's see what we are getting in while we do this, okay, after we complete this process. Okay, and let me return it a null string as of now. So let's see what we are getting in the first test case, or we are getting some wrong answer or something like that. Let's see it. Okay. Okay, the string name number is num. Okay, sorry for that. that was a typo. Yeah, see, we are getting 7449 and 744, right? Still we yeah, so this end part is in reverse order, right? Means after I reverse, I also need to reverse the end part. Why? Because I am pushing it. See, uh, let me over to OneNote. See, if 4 is occurring 4 times, 7 is occurring twice, right? So what I would make it like this, right? 7 and 7 over here, right? This is only a palindrome, right? We are requiring a palindrome, so first and the last digit would be same. Then I would have 4 and 4 and 4 and 4, right? So what I am getting currently is the reverse of this, right? 7 4 4. Why? Because I am simply appending it, not inserting it in the beginning, right? So since I am appending it, I need to reverse while I towards when I complete the process, right? So otherwise everything is good, right? Our mid also is 9, which is what is required. Also we need to check for one more condition. What if we are having prefix zeros in the prefix zeros or not? So if there are prefix zeros in begin, then I would simply need to eliminate those, right? Because we, as in question it is said that, so I would find the first non-negative integer, and if I find, then I would simply break and I would change my begin string to begin dot sub str of I. So if you have seen my previous videos in Geeks for Geeks problem of the day, we had one more question called add two numbers. So in that I have explained how this works, this substring function, okay? And similar is we also need to do for the end string, correct? So let's do it. And of I not equal to 0, then I would break and equal to end dot sub str of I. Okay, now I would reverse my end string as I explained to you. Okay, and I also need to check one more case. If my begin string dot size is equal to 0 and my mid string dot size is also 0 and my end string dot size is also 0, then what I would do, simply return 0. Means all of them are zeros only, right? So that is the case. Else I would return begin plus mid plus end. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, so I need integer I to be declared in the global parameter. Integer I is a global parameter. Okay, so for that I've done that. Yeah, so we are getting correct answer. Let me try to submit it. We should get the correct answer. Yeah, so we are getting the correct answer. I would paste the code in the description below, and in case you have any doubts, you can comment it down, and do not forget to like and subscribe the channel for such contents. Yeah, thank you.